in 3, 2, 1.
I'm Jerry Triviano, and you're listening to the I Love Shanny Show. Oh, Shanny, are you home?
Hello, everybody. I'm home. Oh boy, do we have a very exciting show today. We've got 24 Thorns. Man, I'm so excited. This band is finally here to visit me. Let's welcome the band. We've got Storm, Jeremiah, Chuck, Hecker, and let me tell you, the drummer is on an airplane right now, and their amazing manager, Laura. Welcome, everybody.
Hey, everyone, how are you? Glad to be here.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I so love your music, and I'm so looking forward to getting to know you all a little bit here on the show. So I like to start out with my warm-up question here, kind of break everybody in, and tell me a little bit about where your music, like love came from. Did you grow up around a music family? Was it something that you played in school and just kind of went from there? So everybody, let's start out with Storm.
All right, yeah, so I'm a fourth generation musician. So there's been 4 generations of musicians in my family. So I kind of grew up around it.
Oh, wow.
And I was inspired a lot by my older sister, and she's the one who named me Storm.
Oh.
She just was like 4 years older than me, and she was always listening to the cool music at the time. It was like, I grew up in the era of Guns N' Roses and MTV and stuff like that, and she was always, hey, check this band out, check out this song, Got me my first Sepultura Roots tape, and just because of that, I was inspired to learn how to play music. I started out on the guitar, and I was not very good, but I was kind of able to mimic some Black Sabbath songs that I was listening to. So I was getting there, and I met this guy, and he was one of my sister's friends, and he was like, hey, check this out. And he played Seek and Destroy from Metallica on the guitar, and he was like, wrote it all out on paper and showed me how to read the tablature, and I sat there and learned it. And after that, I just kind of started playing more and moved to a place where there was a lot of active musicians, and I was not the best, but I kept playing. And then when I got my first break in a band, I was playing the bass guitar. Go figure. So now I'm on the bass guitar, and they're teaching me all these different fundamentals of bass. And so I started to kind of bloom there. Played in jazz bands and school and high school, and
that's cool.
And then one day I just really started to break out on the guitar. Everyone else that I grew up playing guitar with, they just kind of were winging it, but I learned how to play some of the things correctly, and then I just started getting, to the point where I was starting to get as good as them or better on some songs, and then I started my own band.
That's awesome.
It's been a band after band, I've been through several, and then when I got my first break on a band that was playing lots of shows, I was on the bass guitar again. But that was a cool band. It was called Regicide. They had 2 great electric guitarists, and the fun part is that I could write the guitar lines, show the guitarist how to play them, and then I'd play the bass, and we did really good. And we ended up in Phoenix playing a show, and that's where I met Joker, because he was playing the same show as us, and they did really well, and then we were all running sound that kind of came with playing music.
Right.
Was being into production. You put all this time and effort into playing, and then you go out and play and you get poorer quality sound, and then all of a sudden you're like, I need to learn how to do this. And got our own sound system and started doing that, and that's how I started running audio and got pretty far up the ladder with that. I got to be the stage manager for U-Fest for Live Nation.
Super cool.
And meet all the bands and do all that stuff. And So yeah, that's kind of how I got my start.
Well, that's really cool that you came from 4 generations. You know, when you grow up around music, or, you know, maybe a grandparent or parent that, you know, exposes you to that. I mean, it can really, I played the clarinet when I was young, nothing cool, nothing like bass or guitar or anything. So, there was no rock band that was going to take me playing the clarinet, but that is really cool, Storm. And I love the fact too, that your sister named you, you know, and, she must be a very creative person, because that's such a very creative name. So super cool. Now let's move on to Jeremiah, also known as Joker. And let's hear where you know, a little bit about your background, so we can get to know you.
So, go ahead, Shan.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm fabulous.
So, music for me, my dad and my grandfather played guitar. And so family reunions, I used to sit around a campfire and listen to music, actually 3 generations.
Nice.
And so that's what sparked me to do sound, same as Storm, and made me interested in playing music, and learning how to play piano when I was young.
I love that.
And so then moving forward, you know, singing, I found out at some point, hey, you're actually kind of good at that. So, so I went with that, and play a little guitar, a little bass, little keys, little drums. But for the most part, I just like singing. You know why? Because I don't have to carry as much gear. I can fit that in my back pocket.
That's awesome. That is super awesome. So, I mean, were you like in a series of different bands, like out of high school, that kind of brought you up to where you're at with 24 Thorns? Like, I can't wait till we get to the point of how you guys, you know, like formed. And so, but we'll lead to that. But that is really cool, though, you know, being around family and like sitting around the fires and stuff, you know, and being around music. Like my papa played the harmonica. And as a young girl in Montana, I just thought that was the neatest thing ever. And, you know, music is fantastic. And I have to say, Joker, you have a fantastic voice. Like, I feel like you could have your own 900 number. Not only do you have a band, but you could have a 900 number. So I just want to throw that out there.
Well, I appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right, Chuck.
At 7:30, the showing will be.
Hey, you just let me know, or whatever. 8:30 works too. So, Chuck, I'm going to ask you the same question, a little bit about your musical background and what inspired you when you were young.
So I come from no generations of musicians. Everyone in my family couldn't carry a tune in a bucket, but...
That's why you're the bass player.
I picked up a guitar when I was 9 years old. I took lessons for 1 year because we were poor. It was what it is what it is.
Right.
And then after that, I just taught myself.
That's
so I played guitar for about 15 years. And then my buddy Brandon said, hey, try this. Here's a bass. And I was like, all right, this is way easier than the guitar. But I played the bass. Yeah, I know. I played the bass like a guitar player, so that's why everyone loves the way my style of playing. Because I play it like a guitar player. I'm not the quintessential, you know, flea slap at a bass type of guy.
I like that.
I play it with a pick, and that's just the way it is. And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, most definitely. You know?
Multiple bands throughout the years, Twisted Thorn, 24 Thorns, 24 Hours, where we got the name. We kind of just hybrid the names together from 24 Hours and Twisted Thorn.
Fragile, yes.
Trinity of the Fragile, yeah. I've been in and out of many different projects per se, but
well, I think that's kind of the musician's life.
24 Thorns.
Well, I mean, you guys have a really killer sound and a really killer band. Okay, Hecker, I'm going to ask you the same question of, what brought you from your musical inspiration from a kid to where you are today? Was it, being in a musical family or?
I'm probably the old school one here. I'm an 80s brat. I fell in love with Motley Crue right when I heard it, Shout at the Devil, and that was it. I play every instrument. I've been really good friends with Joker for quite a while now, and I've been listening to their music, and just recently I'm the newest member to the band. Storm is an amazing guitar player. He showed me so much in such a short little bit of time, gave me way more inspiration than I should deserve, actually. And Chuck just kicks ass on the bass. Can I say ass?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You can totally say ass on here. Like it's, I don't mind.
And I have to mention Laura, our manager. She's the hardest working manager in the music scene.
I love Laura. She's such a pleasure. And Purple Heart to you, Laura. Sending it flowing through the air.
Nice to meet you, honey. And I'm going to hand you back to the man of the hour here.
All right, Mr. Joker. Okay, so tell me, now you guys had all known each other, right? From here or there. So how did you pull together the band? Was it just did it just come together like a miracle? Or was it just kind of let me think about this? Tell me what the process was of that.
So, originally we, obviously we had multiple members through the years, but the version that you have now boiled down to these roughnecks.
Nice.
That I love. Yeah. Justin, the original guitarist, and then Matt, and multiple guitarists in between. But they all weren't quite as talented as Storm, I'll say. And then in rhythm department, Hector, recently jumping on board is awesome to have. Chuck Holes has been in every band together with me. I don't want to say how many years, but it's been a long time. And then Dylan, our drummer, I've known him 6-7 years or so, and we ended up putting this back together this time around. And I'm like, all right, we need a good drummer, somebody solid. And the last drummer was this is the way to put it. He's a good dude, but
Yeah.
Well, that being said, Dylan, he's a great drummer. He's in multiple bands. That's why he's on a flight right now. He's on his way back from a tour he was on with another band. So,
oh, nice.
And love that guy, man. He definitely his skid's good.
Well, that's great. Now, let me ask you this. What is your guys' songwriting process together? And can you give a little insight to that? Do you guys have a few beers and relax first and you just start playing around, or any insight to your coolness?
100% having beers.
I love it. Cheers to that.
Drinking and singing tunes.
I love it. Just how I imagined. So what is your favorite song, on the album?
Loaded question. It was just
Ah.
well, the EP that you have, the 5,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, all right, rock, paper, scissors.
Rochambeau.
Man.
Came inside my head. That's because I really bad.
I like Game Inside My Head too. I think that one is pretty spot on because, when you're standing on that stage, you realize that you'd rather be there than at that other job you have to do every day to make money.
Right.
So yeah, I say Game Inside My Head, yeah.
All right. And is there a meaning behind the song, when you guys were writing it, or was it just words that just kind of came together and flowed in a harmony?
Well, that's part of it, but I'll give it this. Like I just said, when you're standing on that stage, you realize that that's where you'd rather be than at that PS job you have to do to make money and survive.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay.
That's kind of what it's about. Other than, I don't know, I guess you could even say
the way it's supposed to be. It's a election year right now.
Right. Ha ha. I hear you there. Yes. Okay, now I have to ask, have you guys ever had any panties thrown on the stage before? You guys are good looking. I'm just curious. Any panties or bras ever been thrown on the stage?
I don't know if I should answer this question. No, I probably will.
Oh, yeah, go. You do that. Mine's highly inappropriate.
That's fine.
Yeah, they throw it on the stage, and we just tell them to put their name and number on the tag, and then we'll respond to them according to smell.
Oh my God.
I'm so joking.
I love it. That is hilarious, though. No one's ever answered like that before. So I have to say, if I had a trophy, you would be getting the trophy for that answer.
You deserve a trophy for that answer.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That was wonderful. Like, you just blew my mind. Like, whoa.
Yeah, underwear. Modeling event, I believe.
We had a weed fly on stage. That was probably the craziest thing. We were playing a fashion show, and it got crazy. Somebody like almost tripped because you know how doing a runway is, and somehow their weave flew off, and it went up into the truss. And we had to like climb up there and get it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's funny.
That is insane. Well, that's pretty cool. You know, I've never heard of a wig.
When we played with those guys, as Lorky's mentioning, mention. Yeah, I like, well, movies are always great, you know?
Oh, yeah. And like I said, like I had a feeling you guys actually, because a lot of musicians or bands are like, oh, I've only had like one or two pairs, but it sounds like you guys are like my panty band, and that, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Slacking.
I know it. When I come and see you guys, I'm going to bring a pair of panties. I'm actually going to put my number on the tag just to see if I get a call. It's like, I'll test you on your bullshit.
Put your phone number and your name in the tag.
Copy that.
You ruined mine out.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. I love it. You guys are so much fun. Like, I love this, this is great. Okay, so I have to ask, who were now I know one of you, Motley Crue, Heckler. So who was your guys' like musical influences growing up? Was it, like I can say for myself, it was like Bon Jovi and Aerosmith and, Creedence and stuff. But like, what inspired you? Like who was your like go-to poster in the 80s?
When I first picked it up, it was Metallica.
Nice.
I bought every tablature book that I could afford, and then it was Tool after that.
Oh, hell yeah. Tool was badass.
And then Hell Yeah. I fucking love Hell Yeah. Shit, well, I was just singing Grand. Oh, sorry. We just did Chad Gray last night at karaoke.
Oh, nice. I love karaokeing. It is so much fun. Have like a shot of whiskey and go out there and just have a blast, Well, very cool. Okay.
Twist up the weed.
Well, yeah, man. We live in pot legalization states over here. What's up?
Yeah, that's always awesome when you're born on 420.
Really?
Lucky you.
You were born on 420?
Yep.
That is like so amazing. I've always wanted to talk to I'm sure your birthdays were badass as a teenager and like in your young 20s. Cause like who gets that birthday? Like,
of course. Every time somebody went, hey, I don't have any birthday present for you. I'm like, yeah, you got weed in your pocket, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. So lucky. So does that make you a Taurus born on 420 or no? I'm not sure.
What's that?
Are you a Taurus being born on 420 or no?
Actually, Aries Taurus.
Taurus. Yeah, I thought you were like a cusper. Interesting. Yep. Well, super cool. Now I can mark that off of my bucket list. I met somebody born on the national amazing holiday 420.
Birthday every day.
I know. How nice is that?
My birthday right now.
Now, do the pot shops give you a discount because your birthday's on 420 just for like the, gloriness of it?
No, and you know what sucks about that, honestly?
Yeah.
Is because that's my birthday, there's always a line around the building. So I go in like 418, 419 and go, please, my birthday is this day and I don't want to wait that big old long line. Just everybody's going to show up here that day. Can I get it now?
Wow.
Most of them, they're really cool about that. And here's a couple extra too.
We call it the Joker discount.
Hey, I like it. I wouldn't mind going to a pot shop with you for sure. Okay, so are you guys going on tour, or is there places where the fans and myself and the listeners can go and check you guys out at some venues?
Well, we are going to be playing this Friday at a bar in Phoenix called The Blues. And then from there, we are booking currently a tour.
Oh, cool. Oh, wow. You guys will have to keep me updated on that, because I will put it up on the website so people can find your tour for sure.
Well, something else that is kind of a fun fact, 2024 is 15 years for us.
Holy moly. Wow. That's, first of all, congratulations on that. That's amazing. It's like having a band, I feel like would be like having a polygamous relationship with no sex, right? And so, that's kind of how I imagined it in my head,
It's like a bad VW. It pisses, it moans, it spits oil, it shifts out of gear half the time.
Oh my God, I love it. That is just too good. That is way too good. Well, that'll be really cool. And then, it's always nice too when people hear your music. And, I always say to my friends, in Seattle, I'm like, if you like a band, go to the bar owners and, have the bar owners reach out to them, right? These bar owners and club owners are not psychics of, there's so much music and, it's about what people like. So I really, hope any of the listeners out there, when they check out 24 Thorns music, they're like, I want them in my town. And then you get a hold of Laura and then you get their asses up there. So sorry about that, guys. I just had to throw that in there.
I just want to see.
I'm ready. Let's
go. All right. So this is kind of a fun question. Okay. What advice would you guys give your younger self as a musician? From where you are now, from when you were young, what advice would you give yourself? Because maybe we have a listener out there that's like, whoa, that clicks,
Never give up on your dream.
That's awesome.
Wear a condom.
Amen. Amen. Good advice. And is that it?
I'm trying to think of something that I would tell my younger self, but it's been such a good adventure so far.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling to think of what I would do differently, because I don't really think I would change much differently.
Me either.
I would, if I could say something to my younger self, I would say move to that bigger city sooner.
Yeah.
And hop in that scene, and don't believe in yourself. Don't hold back. Believe in yourself. Don't hold back.
That's like really awesome.
Start moving around on stage young. Otherwise, when you get older, you'll be like, "What the heck am I doing?" And stumble around, look awkward. No, but yeah, stage performance has a lot to do with it. So I'd say just as much as you're working on your tone and your technique, work on stage performance as well. That's part of it.
That's super good advice, so anybody out there that's listening, these guys been together for, and musicians, it seems like for a long time, and there's a commitment level, and, it's always nice when, seasoned musicians are willing to share any advice out there, and to share advice, that's why I asked the question to your younger self, because it's about not only connecting with your music, but, connecting with you as musicians. And I think that that's very important, especially in a day and age now where it's like there's so much disconnect that it's nice to reconnect as people and our common denominators. Okay, so how long do you guys see yourself being musicians? Are you guys going to be like the Rolling Stones and like go forever until you just drop on stage, or what?
My answer would be, until I stop breathing.
I love it. That's a good answer. So basically no retirement, which is always
never.
Good.
Very weird.
Grind until the wheels fall off, buy new tires.
I like that. I definitely like that a lot. So tell me, tell me about this new album that you guys just recently dropped, and give me some insight. Give the listeners some juicy information.
It's been fun, man. It's been passed through a few hands, different musicians along the way for sure, and the end result is where we are now. But the entire way, it's been fun writing it, playing shows, seeing the different versions, I guess is the way to put it. But as you take all that and pile it into your wisdom, I guess is the way to put it. You find a way to take everything that's been done well and do it better, and then enjoy that over and over and over and over.
You know what's juicy?
And over again.
We forgot a whole chorus.
We did.
On the way it's supposed to be.
She's right. Go in the studio, get the whole, all the wave files done. Hey, songs recorded cool. I go in and do lyrics. I'm like, missing a piece. Fun. But John Gray, Salt Mine Studios, definitely John Salter took care of us with that. Couldn't ask for a better quality album, I guess is the way to put it. Because he definitely captured what we were trying to capture, and then he made it better than I think we even knew we were, to be honest.
And in record time.
Yep.
Which is always nice.
Hey, wait, we're not supposed to talk about
sorry.
that. Supposed to do that. It'll be funny.
That's cute. Well, I, happen to be a huge fan of your record label, and you guys are under such a great house, and it's like, wow. So, and it's always nice too when you're working and you're in the studio and you've got you feel like you're dealing with the best of the best and getting the most out of yourselves. And it sounds like that's really been an amazing experience for you guys. And that's awesome. That's the way it's supposed to be. And very cool.
Did you just coin that?
Oh, you just coined the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, shoot. Whoa.
Man, it's funny how that comes up in conversation over and over and over, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I love it. So is there anything that you guys want to tell me about the band, yourselves, what's coming up, or, anything at all?
Well, my favorite part about the EP or the album that we just dropped was that it kind of showcased our different genres. It's not all heavy, we have some different styles of songs all on the same thing, even though it wasn't like a bunch of songs, but we have a high energy set, and we also can go all the way down to acoustics, so that kind of shows our dynamics. And so that was one thing that I liked about the songs that we released, is it kind of showcased that we didn't just play all just heavy songs or all just melodic songs. That was what was fun for me. And then as far as things going into the future, we're working on recording another 10 songs, maybe more, 12. We have plenty of songs to record. Now we're just trying to do the same thing, refine it so that it's not all super heavy, or this next album's going to be a little bit heavier in some spots, but we have some surprises in there, so it's definitely worth looking forward to. And when we do start to drop that album, we'll have pre-saves and stuff, and when we put those out, that always helps push the algorithm around.
Oh,
so
sure.
We'll ask everyone to do the pre-saves, and 2024 is a big year for us. We're booking shows. We're currently booking shows for 2024. We'll take any advice or venues that anyone's willing to give, because we just want to be out there. We want to do that. And we've got some big shows planned here, and then we're also going to make a music video. The music video will be, something we're looking forward to progress the band a little further. And yeah, it's a lot about having fun.
Totally.
We'll do some festivals, and So that's kind of what's 2024 is looking like right now. It's the slow season, so we're grinding on that album, so that when spring comes, we'll be having lots of shows to put on our website, which is www.24thorns.com, and that's where we have links to all of our social media, and that will tell us where the calendar's at, where we're going to be playing, what's coming up. We do a pretty good job about posting about that stuff so that everyone can know, share. And then if you do like the music, then definitely send us a friends request. We're always interested in that. Get some merch. It helps us, keeps us going down the road.
Got a lot of cool merch, by the way.
And
actually, the awesome merch that our awesome manager hooked up and did a great job. So go to our merch.
Yeah, it's really cool. Check it
A
out.
lot of people are buying it. People are buying it off TikTok.
That and the 5 songs that are out there, go grab them.
Yeah.
Find it on .com.
All those things.
That's super cool. So do you guys have like sweatshirts and hats and stuff? Like what type of merch?
We've got pullover hoodies as well as zip-up hoodies, because we know that people like those different styles.
Wine glasses.
I just got a new bandana myself, which I got here in the studio, and I like it. And then I got, since it's winter time, I got, what's that hat called?
A beanie.
A beanie, yeah. I couldn't even remember what the beanie was.
We got beanies to baby binkies. We got everything in between. Oh, we did.
That is so cute.
I was looking at me, but you know what we did miss?
What?
Girls' booty shorts and underwear. So you could write your name and your phone number in.
Oh my gosh, that's genius. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen a band have that at a merch table before. You guys might be onto something.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we send you a pair.
It'll be on the website tomorrow, right, Laura?
Yes.
See?
Absolutely. I'm down for it. Like Laura, I'm going to be following up with you tomorrow just to see if this is really happening or not.
Bras too or what? We make bras too or what?
Yeah, no, but like mine are big jugs, so I have a double D. So you're going to have to make them in all sizes, so that way. Because you know what I notice is usually cute bras go from like A cup to D cup, but then when you try to get a double D, it's like impossible. I'm like, well, that sucks. Let's leave out the ones where the
right size, but the cup never fit. They're always trying to fall out of it. Right?
This is true.
So
you know what? For a handful.
Oh.
You know why?
Absolutely.
You know why mermaids wear seashells?
Why?
Because D shells are too big.
Oh, I love it. You guys are a lot of fun. Like, I would love to like hang out with you guys like one night and we'll have some beers and stuff and visit. Hell yeah. So, so you guys are putting out another album in the future. Do you have are you thinking like the end of 2024? Like, what's the scope on that?
Hell no.
We're shooting for spring.
Oh, nice.
Of 2024. We're working on it right now. The songs are mostly done. Most of the songs are done. That's what I was trying to say. And then we have a list of songs, so we're trying to decide which are the right ones to put out now. We have a couple on there that we've been wanting to put out for a while, so we're putting them in there. And then it's just a matter of getting that exact mix of what we're doing and repeating it and repeating it and repeating it, because we don't like to waste time when we go to the studio. We show up with everything ready to go, and that's just the way it is.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, because studio time, plus it's nice to, go in there and get what you need to do done and, start working on other projects, or maybe take a little break and have a pina colada or something. When I take my breaks, I like to have little foofy drinks. So
I like the cinnamon hooch.
Oh, the cinnamon hooch! I have not tried that yet. I drank Goldschlager before, but yeah, I'm a whiskey girl. So
I'm drinking whiskey right now.
Oh, you are? What kind of whiskey are you drinking?
Most of the time Jameson, but I don't know. This is Uncannon Irish whiskey or something.
I like the stories.
A friend of mine right over the house is from 1883 or something.
Oh, nice. Damn. It's got some pungency to it. Well, very cool. I wish I was having a whiskey, but I get a little wild when I have a drink. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that to the guys.
You definitely have to come hang out then.
I know, right? We'll have to make a plan. So, so about springtime. Well, that's kind of exciting. Like you've just really teased us on here because now, of course, are you guys going to like release anything, like a little snippet of, one of your songs before the album comes out so everybody can start drooling?
Yeah, we're gonna put out a single first, and it's gonna have a video. At least that's the goal.
Right.
Everyone knows how that goes. But yeah, that's the plan at least. And then we'll have that running on a pre-save. So you can once we start to release it, we'll have pre-save that will have a snippet of it. But the pre-save really helps the band because it shows the need for it. So we'll be pushing a media campaign on that. We might even want to come back and do another talk with you once we get to that one.
I would love that.
We'll have a snippet that you can share.
I would totally love that.
Hang out.
Oh, yeah, you can come hang out with us to do that if you want.
That's the model of the booty shorts.
I know it, right? Now, you guys are down in Arizona, so it's definitely warm down in Arizona.
Like double D, like what, 36, 38?
It's actually a 36 double D. They're absolutely amazing. I love them.
We're going to need them in all sizes.
We're going to need them. I know. Just make sure, because, people leave out the bigger breasted ladies. It's like, that's mean. Like, you like to look at them, but you don't want us to support them or have support for them.
So like the thousands of
I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys are so much fun. You guys are so much fun. Okay, so now I'm going to ask Laura here.
This one's for Laura.
Laura, is there anything that you would like to share with me about 24 Thorns, with anything that's coming up? Because I think that the guys and myself, we've been having a little bit of fun. I know I'm blush, so they might have extra blood between their legs. So we might all be missing something right here.
Yeah, they do. At the moment, yeah. You should see them.
I love it. You're so much fun. So is there anything that maybe, that you didn't hear that maybe the guys missed that you'd like to add in here?
No, basically they covered everything.
Perfect.
But we're going to tour in 2024 and release an album and do some festivals. Yeah.
Very nice. Super exciting. And, I'm going to ask, like, do they look sexy 24 hours a day, or is that just my fantasy?
We just wake up like that.
I knew it. I had a feeling.
Like I've had to share hotel rooms with these guys, so
lucky.
They just wake up like that.
Got the website. I drip sexy.
Oh, well, I was trying to have a little bit of behavior now. I'm not trying to sexually harass you on the show at all. Well, that's awesome. So, guys, we're coming up on time here where we are going to, start talking about your 3 songs that we are going to feature here at the end of the show. And we want my amazing listeners to, the last thing I want you to remember is the music. And please go and follow, share, go onto Spotify, their website, and support these amazing musicians. And I super hope that, you all enjoy the music. And right now, I kind of want to talk about, what songs that the listeners are going to be listening to. So any input that you want to give on, let's start out with No More Days.
No More Days, man. Storm actually came to me with that, and he had the chorus done, and then kind of sat down and went, all right, let's, 5 verses for that. And then Laura actually, mind you, am I allowed to tell that? Yeah. Laura sat me and Storm and helped write the bridge and the pieces to it that were kind of missing, I guess is the way to put it. And with toothpicks in our eyes one day, like, oh my God, I'm so tired. We have to finish this.
In the morning.
Yeah. But we got it done, and actually, the play on words on that was awesome. I mean, I guess ultimately we realized from the minute you start breathing, there's a clock ticking. So
it's actually one of my favorite songs to play out of that whole set. It's an amazing song.
Yeah, make the best of your time. You only hear once. It's one of the easiest.
Amen to that. Okay, and so then they can find No More Days and all of this music on like Spotify and iTunes and, you know, your website, of course. Now let's talk about the way it's supposed to be. Can you tell the listeners, you know, what they're going to be listening to? Is it like a hard rock, you know, metal type of vibe? I just try to give them like the type of vibe as well. You know, is it a mix of?
Yeah, it's actually, I would say, you know, melodic metal would be the way to put it. It's pretty, it's heavy, but the biggest thing with that is, you know, this country, you and I know.
Oh yeah.
We definitely have to be mindful in the way that it's going, and there was a way we used to do that as Americans, and we're going to put it back that way, the way it's supposed to be.
Amen.
That's what that's entirely about.
I really love that. That just gave me the chills when you said that, because, you know, we don't have to get too far into it to be able to nod our heads and know. And I think that that is a very relevant song and very relevant song title to what's going on now. And thank you so much for, you know, bringing that song and putting it out, you know, and hopefully it's an inspiration to people, you know, because things used to be different. And hopefully we can all be on the same team again. And that would be awesome. Okay.
Agreed for sure.
Absolutely. And last but never least, Me on Your Side. So can you tell me a little bit about the song?
Man, Me on Your Side, it was written in a bar. It's kind of a funny story. A couple different musicians from all the pieces of this along the way. And we actually drinking, you know, I think it was car bombs or Jaeger bombs or something, who knows. Got kicked off a patio playing acoustic guitars because we were too loud, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a funny story to that, but it's written about making sure that you remember that in the end, only the people that matter to you and that you love will be there in the end. And you have to be able to push your fears aside, be able to face things head on, and that's tough sometimes for most people.
Right. No, it absolutely is, you know, and, you know, music has a way of having different meanings, especially like when you listen to it in different moods or, you know, and just different meanings to different people. And that's really, you know, it seems like a lot of your songs and music have a really good undertone to them where it's a good vibe. It's a positive vibe. It's a helpful hand forward. And sometimes words can be one of the most helpful hands that's out there of encouragement and hope. And that's really awesome that you guys, you know, that's why I love so much to learn a little bit behind, you know, the song, right? And because of these moments, and, you know, I really appreciate, you know, you all as a band and you, Joker, for sharing that. I want to know, though, why you got kicked out of the bar, or what the funny story is about playing too loud. Will you share that with me, or is it too raunchy?
Yeah, no, it's playing acoustic. It's actually a funny story. An old friend of mine who was the drummer in another band, who unfortunately is no longer here. Him and I and Justin, the original guitarist, and Brendan Tutty, our guitarist from Twisted Thorn back in the day. Most of their, I think it was car bombs, Jaeger bombs, I don't remember what, but we were all sitting there, and Justin actually started playing a riff on his acoustic guitar, and you know, hey, where's the napkin, man? We're going to, why not write this right now? And I went, are you kidding me? And in the process, you know, going through the chorus kind of over and over and over a little bit to make sure that, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, that works. No, it doesn't. All right, no, this works. That doesn't. And then when we did get the chorus all finished, was interesting, two guitarists with acoustics and 3 singers sitting there going, all right, well, we're going to do this. We're going to sing it over, over and over and over till we get it, back order. And eventually out comes the waitress and she's like, you guys have to quiet down. Like they had something going on inside. I think it was karaoke or something. So you guys have to quiet down out here. Like you're being too loud. With acoustics?
Is that the Three Kings?
Are you kidding me? I don't remember what bar it was now. I don't remember now. But
it was a hotel bar.
But they, hey man, you guys have to quiet down. All right, fine. We're going to take this over across the parking lot. And even across the parking lot, sitting on the tailgate of a truck, they come out there. Hey man, you guys can't be out here with your drinks and playing music and being all loud. Like, we already told you once. And I'm like, wait. And they're like, running, like, oh shit, we all do have drinks.
Sorry. Your turn. Foul.
Oh my goodness.
I said sheesh.
A sheesh. That's funny. Okay, so now let me ask you this. What's the funniest moment you guys have all had together as a band where you just like laughed your ass off, gasping?
When I almost fell off the stage at Joe's Grotto.
I don't know. We had a really funny situation down at the studio that John Gray prepped for us.
Oh, God.
It was just, I don't know.
Inside my head.
The song that we had, Game Inside My Head, and the producer, he was doing the mixing of it, and he put it on repeat where he was saying "Game Inside My Head," and he just had it repeat over and over again. Game in. Game. It was so funny. Oh man, we were laughed so hard. It was perfectly timed and executed by the producer to give us the laugh of a lifetime.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Yeah, laughter is the best medicine for the soul, is what they say, and I totally believe it. So how did you almost fall off the stage? Was it too many beers? I got to know.
What?
She wants to know about you almost falling off the stage.
How many beers or what? Well, exactly.
I love your honesty. Oh my gosh.
There's that little shot of Jaeger because that's Joker's three-stage ritual.
Oh.
As soon as I get that Jaeger in me, I'm like, whoa!
Well, now I know what Joker's...
I caught myself, though. I've never fallen off stage.
That's awesome. Well, I am glad that you caught yourself.
I have, but not while I was performing. I have unplugged myself on stage by accident because I stepped on my own cable because I got a long cable.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was good to go.
Well, I got to say, guys, you have all been so much fun, and I hope that you guys come back and see me in the future. And when you guys get your tour dates going and drop your next album, of course, always get a hold of me. You guys are such a blast. And I just want to thank all of my listeners out there for tuning in to the I Love Shanny show. If you would like to come to the website, www.iloveshannyshow.com, check up on all episodes and future episodes and what's going on and just my updates. That would be great. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can reach out to iloveshannyshow@gmail.com. And send me your info and I'll reach out to you. But again, everybody, you're about to listen to some very amazing music from this awesome band, 24 Thorns. I hope that you enjoy, and make sure that you're out there and you go find them on Spotify, all the major platforms, and definitely go to their website, www.24thorns.com. Thank you all, everybody, and see you all next week. Bye.
I love Shanny Show!
inside.